A children's game entry 4. What have you done? Mother continuously exclaimed. Her nails began to pierce me as her wails drew on. Her red, bulging eyes pulsed at me as her grip took me from the ground. I heard the stairs cry again. Oh well girl, where you run off to? Grandma gritted out. I opened my mouth to answer, but Mother immediately cupped her hand over my lips. She leaned in and whispered to me. We have to talk about this later. Go hide under the bed, and no matter what you hear, don't say a word, and God help us, don't open that door. Mother left, carefully closing the door behind her. The door was closed, and who would I hide from? I pressed my ear to the door. I could hear Mom and Grandma's voices in the distance. It was like they were underwater. I could hear something else. It was something closer. It was something getting closer. Footsteps. Heavy, slow footsteps. But Mom and Grandma were still arguing. My ear was still glued to the door when the first thud greeted me. Something pounded the door with such force that the wood bulged and hit me. I crept back slowly as the scratching noises and pounding began. I crawled under the bed and covered my mouth as the doorknob jiggled. For some reason, I was taken back to a beach trip last summer. Mom and Dad had gotten lost, and instead of asking for directions, Dad found a one-pump gas station. He bought a crumpled map and spread it over the dashboard. Old cigarette ashes and coffee grounds spilled out. As we were dusting off the car, Dad spotted a stray dog. Its fur was wet and mangy. Its body was gray and bone-skinny. Then a car hit the dog. It didn't seem logical to me then. The car came from the other side of the road to do that. The dog wasn't in the way. It just was. I couldn't help but look at the door as the knob turned frantically and then meticulously as the door opened. Deep, long slashes were etched into the wood. The floor seeped in as if under a weight. I heard the howls, but I saw nothing come in. It sounded like hooves clacking against the hardwood floor. Then, I felt it. The mattress above me was sinking. Its weight was crushing me. I couldn't breathe, but I was so scared to scream. Then, it stopped. Finally, I heard the voice. A gritty, ethereal, guttural screech. Pulchra puella. Esurio. Everything then turned black. I awoke in my bed. I was holding a paper. It had strange writing on it. I tried my best to read it, but it wasn't English for sure. It read, Michael mihi nomen est servis eram familiae medici. Magni erant artium patroni. Erant etium patroni occultorum. Statio mea proves erat. Fici ita optimi. Quadam noct, in medio somniae me. Vocatus sum ad thalamum magii. Locus erat lapidio sanguine coapertus. Mensam habebat in medio cubiculi, cum competibus ei affixus. Tres viri mecum ad mensam luctaverunt. Tum bestiam vidi. Clamo ad e, sed ugulavi. Oculos aperui. Manus me erant divisi. Obvoludi circa fauces infantis. I crumpled the paper and put it under my pillow. My door opened. Mother came in. She moved so swiftly. I didn't have time to think. I felt her warmth and tears. It's Grandma, she said. We went to Grandma's room and the smell of mildew immediately attacked me. I looked at the bed and there was Grandma. Her skin was pale, gray, and tight. Her eyes were sullen. Her hair was faint and a dim white. Her lips were still reddened, but smeared. The blanket was spread over her so evenly, tucked in at the sides, too. But, she didn't have a pillow. Mommy, can we get her a pillow? I said. Mommy's smile was crumbling as she cried. She hugged me again and sighed yes.